I'm Shae Russell from mining.com.au and I'm coming to you from the floor of the RIU Sydney Resources Round-Up. Standing next to me is the fabulous Philippa Leggat, the Managing Director for Critica. Philippa, it's great to see you in the flesh. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Shae. Good to be with you too.
Now, let's talk about rare earths, something that we don't talk about a lot, but they're absolutely vital. They're absolutely critical. Critica, funnily enough, has an awesome project out in Western Australia near infrastructure, and you've got it all displayed on this map behind us.
We do.
Talk us through where you're at.
We will do. Also, the politicians around the world are talking a bit about rare earths, and I'll thank them for that. The strategic importance of rare earths is pretty significant. And to that point, our location is incredibly important. Right here in Western Australia, that is the port of Geraldton. We're on this highway that runs to Mount Magnet. That is our Jupiter and Brothers project. Right over here is our Jupiter deposit, which we released in February this year, the largest and highest grade clay-hosted rare earths resource in Australia. And our high-grade component of 520 million tonnes at 2,200 parts per million of total rare earths oxide sets us up to be in league with the best of the Brazilian clay projects. So we're very well positioned. We've done metallurgy. We've already demonstrated the ability to prove up a very high-grade concentrate, taking our grade up by up to 10 times, and reducing the overall mass by 95%. So making a much higher value product in a smaller volume of material using simple flotation at room temperature. So we're ready to go on to the next steps there. And we have just announced that we're about to go drilling. We made 5 extra discoveries around Jupiter last year. So Juno and Aurora, we've named them after gods and goddesses because we do think this is a very large mineral field and we're going with it. And we've just won exploration incentive grant to help with the drilling costs to explore those prospects. We've already found elevated levels of heavy rare earths, all of those ones that are on the exchange control list by the Chinese, so people know they're in hot demand and they're already being limited, the supply. We've found some, we've got high grade, and we're about to go drilling to increase the potential there.
Okay, so what a juicy part of the interview to leave us on. What can investors look forward to hear next? I mean, huge amount of work has gone into getting a resource up and running, but what can we hear next? What's your next trick?
Well, we've got almost $6 million in the bank, so there are a few tricks coming.
That's a good one.
Metallurgy, we're going to keep working on that concentrate and then using that concentrate to go into an MREC, to produce an MREC. That's a mixed rare earth carbonate, and that is the product that people want to see us produce because it's what is considered to be a saleable product. So demonstrating that it's possible for us to produce one of those will enable us to have conversations with off-takers or processing partners, strategic investors. So it's critical that we take that step, and we've got labs working on it all over. And then there's that drilling for those heavies, which we'll bring into the mix. That drilling will start in June, and we've got lots of news flow coming out of that.
Philippa, exciting times ahead for Critica. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. Love this visual. It's a great way so people help understand what you're actually working on.
Thanks for coming to say hi.
Yeah.